Okay, if there was ever an instance of don't judge a book by its cover, that is this one right here. It's Georgie Boy Cruise Master. It's got about 66,000 miles, a little under 600 hours on the generator, but that doesn't even come close to telling the story of this one. Like, you look at the front of it, you're like, what is going on? Has this thing had some work? Yes, it has. But not only, like, maybe in the past this was troubled, certainly. The most recent owners who took possession of it, they rebuilt this thing like Inspector Gadget. Listen to this laundry list of stuff they put into this thing. Now, I don't normally do this. I don't normally just sit here and read to you. I tend to be more off the cuff, but there's 3 pages of enhancements the folks put into this thing, and like Steven Tyler, I don't want to miss a thing. But I can't doo-wop like he can, so whatever. That's why I do RV videos and I don't sing for Aerosmith. Enjoy a little floor plan and a flash while we go through this thing here. So, they have applied a 4-camera system with turn signal activated side cameras. Awesome. Dash mounted control for air compressor for front and rear airbags. Parking brake monitor with audible alert so you don't go driving away with your parking brake on. Tire pressure monitoring system with extra sensors for a tow dolly. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. New radio with flip-up screen, DVD, Bluetooth, and steering wheel remote so you can keep your hands on the wheel. Power monitor for shore power voltage and amperage. 2 100 amp hour AGM house batteries. AGM batteries are not cheap, by the way. If you're not familiar with those things, the idea is that they're designed to be more of a maintenance-free battery. So when this RV sits unused for a while, when you come back and you flip on the disconnect, you're gonna have juice. They have a very, very slow passive dispersion rate. The generator has been fully serviced. New gaskets, carburetor, fuel filter replaced. Has some hours, but runs great. I can verify that. I've had both air conditioners running in this thing, and they are blowing cold, which is nice. They upgraded the kitchen and bathroom fans. They have a reverse osmosis drinking system. Okay. These people must watch a bunch of my videos, because on some Jaycos, they have this little drinking water system, and I joke how it could be a dispenser for Hidden Valley Ranch. Yummy! It says right on here, water only, no adult beverages or Hidden Valley Ranch. Is the culture of my people a joke to you? All new kitchen and bath faucets. Oven and original convection microwave oven, coffee pot, clock, all work great. Added a fireplace with 2 remotes, which I found in the theater seat, which is another upgrade we haven't mentioned yet. There's a safe they added in the bedroom. They even told you what the code is and how to reprogram it. Power dustpan in the hallway with a central vac system. The bathroom has been totally redone. Ceramic toilet, updated the skylight, new shower head, fan upgrade. Water heater was replaced with a 3-way 6-gallon unit. Nice. A 110 side of that will recharge a lot faster, I think. Vizio TVs in the main area and bedroom with remotes, 3 DVD players, Dish Network ready. Satellite digital angle finder, Winegard Deluxe antenna booster with dash control. Oh my gosh. So now this is all engine and drivetrain stuff. Ultra RV custom tuned engine computer with factory computer included rather. Steering tie rod assembly rebuilt and front end aligned. I took this on a brief test drive. I thought it felt like it was handling good. New shocks and steering stabilizer system. Well, there you go. Upgraded fuel injectors and ignition system. Radiator flush and fill with new hoses. K&N lifetime filter. Transmission fluid flush and filter change with temperature gauge on dash. Parking brake unit overhauled with Ultra RV lifetime pressure switches. All new brake calipers, pads, rubber hoses, brake fluid flush and fill. Drive shaft rebuilt with new U-joints and carrier bearings. Rear axle fluid change. Front and rear airbags with onboard air compressor and dash control. So this has a in-motion live ride adjustment system. Wow. 2016 tires with less than 10,000 miles, covered in off-season tire covers included. Wheel balancer system, active wheel balancer. So it has an active wheel balancing system in motion included in the coach. Power cables with surge guard, trailer brake control and ball hitch, wheel leveling blocks and chock, freshwater hose, black flush wand, all kinds of different sewer connectors basically. Steering wheel table, windshield heat shades, awning light strip and deflapper. Saw those outside. We'll see those in the compartment. Outside patio mat, tire covers, spare engine fluids. And then they've got a little housewarming gift that we'll talk about when we take a look at the RV with the slides closed in road mode. Like I said, I don't normally just sit here and recite something to you, but there's no way I could remember all that. I don't even want to know how many thousands of dollars have been put into facelifting, modernizing, upfitting this RV. But like I said, this is a book you don't judge by the cover. Because when you look at it from the outside, this, I don't think, is what you're expecting when you get there. Like, this is the kind of coach that you pull in and a couple people might be like, yep, one of those old cheapy ones. We'll see what kind of ruffian neighbors we got here. And there's nothing wrong with old cheapy coaches. There's plenty of nice people that drive, old, lesser expensive coaches. But, like, you might meet somebody, you might invite them over for dinner, hand of cards. They're going to step in here and be like, hold the flippin' phone. This is just not what you would expect right here. I love the way that they did this entertainment center. So there probably used to be like a little swivel chair here. They swapped that out for like, I don't know, an IKEA or something, kind of electric fireless place. And that TV right there is actually like screwed down, mounted to that thing so that it doesn't go banging around in transit, since it looks like it's just a surface pedestal mount, but they actually did do something to mount it in place there. I love all that accent rope lighting up top. This would have been the original like entertainment center, but it has been swapped out. What they put up here was, it looks like the TPMS, the tire pressure monitoring system. And it took me a little bit to find it, so I'm going to point this out to the next viewer or owner. Your slide controls are squirreled away in this little cabinet up here. It was the last place I looked, which in a way actually makes sense, because if I would have kept looking after I found it, that would have made no sense. I love that driver door right there, by the way. That is one of those things that, if you're going to hop out and get fuel or just get a drink, or you get the idea. That is super, super handy. And you got the little CB radio system here. My call sign, I used to work in a freight system, was Moses. Never made sense, but I could have had a worse name because some funny old retirement age fella gave it to me, and I wasn't gonna bark at that. Now they updated the stereo system here, and what they did here is on the driver's armrest, they mounted a little remote so that you can, turn the volume up or down, pause playback. You can do that without taking your eyes off the road, which I think is cool. And again, they installed a 4-camera monitor system right here, and you can see how it has a multi-display. That is not the factory monitoring system right there. I mean, all kinds of little odds and ends. The geez, oh Pete's, what do we got over here? Got our power stabilizer system. We got a brake controller installed. No way. Oh, wow. That is a classic throwback. When's the last time you saw ashtrays in an armrest? Wow. I mean, it makes sense for something of this age, but that is just like something, I don't think my daughter, who's 10, I don't think she would even recognize that. She'd be like, what is this, a little spot to put my gum? Now, it's funny, of all the upgrades the folks mentioned on that piece of paper, they did not mention the theater seat right here. And if I'm not mistaken, looking at the color and everything on this, I believe this is something newer. Like, it almost makes me think it's from, I don't know, maybe a Jayco Eagle or a Keystone Cougar from a year or two ago. Because, I mean, that's probably one of the newest things in the coach. Although, I don't know. There's a ton of new stuff in the RV. They added a bunch of little, like, they ran some power cord extensions, basically, so that you could have some handy power right up here. You can see how there's seat belts for all the dinette here. This thing can actually seatbelt 6 people, although in its current incarnation with that theater seat, it can't quite sleep that many unless they're sleeping on the floor. The theater seat is, as you may have noticed, directly across on Boardwalk and Park Place on a true no-neck-wrecker entertainment center where the TV's not mounted all the way sky high. I believe some flooring has been done in here because I've been in Cruise Masters over the years. There would have been carpeting all over the flooring, with the exception maybe of the kitchen. This looks good. I love the honey oak cabinets. I love that rope lighting. Let me give you a look through the kitchen cabinetry here. The convection microwave, the refrigerator, the oven, they were used, I believe, but they were kept clean. The folks, I'm so terribly impressed with the overall shape and cleanliness. All the owner's manuals up here. There's like instructions on how to run the house safe that they added, included in there. They made sure that if like you've never had an RV before and you got something like this one, that you would be able to get into it and operate it, you know, all the manuals and everything still there. Now, this is a little uncommon. You got yourself a surprisingly deep linen cabinet right here, and you might notice you got central vacuum hookups right there, because right over here, they added that central vacuum system. That's what I call the electric dustpan down there, and this is yet another little pantry storage situation over here. Wherever we are together, that is home. I like that, because, you know, people are more important. I think that works well. So again, they totally redid the bathroom here. They updated the walls. They added extra mirror stuff. They added a Hengs Vortex fan up there. This shower also, I can see from here, they made sure that the skylights and everything were all touched up and sealed up. We're going to probably get on the roof in a little bit. The oxygenics, I can never say that word properly. I always add extra letters when they're not in there. You get the idea. They upgraded the shower head. I'm going to slip you around over here into the bedroom. You might notice too, all soft touch ceiling. If this RV would have had a bunch of roof leaks or something, it would be stained. It's just this material is notorious for that. I don't see where that's the case. The RV's definitely had some history to it. I don't believe it has any significant pressing problems currently. I think that the previous owners really made sure that that was going to be the case here. And we've got just nothing but full closet storage along that rear wall. You saw in our little flyby footage, in that cabinet up there, that's where those little walkie-talkies as well as the little safe and everything was located. And the RV is not on a level surface currently, so I couldn't get these doors just to hang themselves open. But you've got yourself, again, just full closet space back here. And there's drawerage, galorage all over this thing. And a quick look here with that super slide closed. That's one of the main parts of a motorhome, is that they need to be functional in transit. Whereas a towable RV, it's really nice when that happens, but that's not really necessarily what they always have to do. Now, I have to do my obligatory horn check. Oh my! Does this have an air horn? Hold on. Oh my God! Yeah! Okay, so before I left, I started playing around with the horn on that a little more. I noticed there's a little switch on the dash that says air horn. They added the air horn, but they didn't get rid of the original factory chassis horn. And just, you know, who and how I am. I can just imagine being up behind somebody using the factory horn, doot doot, like just kind of, hey, you know, time to go. And then when they don't move. Oh my Lord, I would get in so much trouble with this. There's something I want to do. I drive, you've probably seen enough of my videos if you watch me regularly. You know, I drive this little Kia Soul. It's nothing flashy, nothing fancy. You know, I'm not like, oh yeah, I got a great car or anything. It's fine. It gets me back and forth to work. I want to put an air horn like that in it so bad, so that when I'm going down the road, somebody says something they think is funny to me, I could just I could scare them off the sidewalk. Oh, I love it. I love that this has that. I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to go play with that more. Now, here's another thing, compliments of the previous owners. There's a little bonus bedding set in here, because they even said that, hey, you know, beds are a very personal thing. Well, they bought some new bedding for they have a new Rockwood travel trailer, and said, we found out we accidentally somehow in our cart we put 2 of these. So instead of returning one, we thought we would leave that bedding set for the next owners. And there's all the information on it. Just in case you're curious, all the information on the mattress, which once again they went through, totally sanitized the pillows, the bedding set that's on it. But hey, you got a brand new set of bedding straight out of the bag right there. That's a classy, nice little housewarming gift, I think. You know, I just don't see people do that. I think that really speaks the character of these folks. And I mean, the first thing that catches your eye out here is that big black nose on this thing. So sometimes on motorhomes or on cars, you don't see them very often anymore. But you see some people put those like leather stone bug guard things across the front of them. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, it just doesn't look, that can't be what it is. And I got up here, and I gotta guess maybe the nose of this thing from going down the road had just been sandblasted a little bit. And what it actually is, it's like spray-on, like almost truck bed liner, like a Z-Bart coating sort of thing on the nose right there. So you're gonna have to go out of your way pretty hard to screw that up at this stage. We talked about the tires when I was reading you down that big list inside. I love it whenever manufacturers do this. Whenever they put the storage right on the face of that slide so that it comes to you. Another thing that kind of impressed me here, this is something I've I use as an indicator. Not a guarantee, but an indicator. I like to flip open the baggage doors of motorhomes like this. I like to see if the gas struts are going to support themselves. And if they do, then it's usually a good indicator that this is something that has been well maintained, that hasn't been beaten up. People tend to have done a better job taking care of it. Look at all this stuff. Surge guard that they were talking about. I mean, like every basement compartment I get into has got some kind of accessories in there. I see a road safety kit with like a flare even. Holy cow. It's less common in today's world, but you've got that, the generator is actually mounted in the back, almost like the position of a diesel pusher. It sort of threw me off when I saw it. I'm like, wait a minute, this is a gasser. Why is there an engine back here? Then I realized what it was. I've had the generator up and running. It fired up just fine on its own. It was running both air conditioners like a champ. By all counts, it's got the job done. This is actually, I don't know if you really saw that from the other direction, that is a pass-through storage bay right there with a little bonus bay beside it next to that water heater. Our onboard propane, and I mean, they labeled everything like awning pole handle. That's where that stores right there, because this is a little older coach. It does have a manual awning. Then up front here we got awning lights and deflappers, and there's the explanation I had. Remember, I bumped the horn, and I was like, wait a minute, what? They added an air compressor and air horn system onto this. I gotta call this guy. I'm gonna pay him to put one of those things on my Kia. I mean, maybe it's not for everybody, but you gotta admit, you didn't see that coming, did you? That was a fun experience. That's why I like my job. I get to go through these really cool things and just have a good time doing it sometimes. You wanna take her home? Give us a call. We'll get you camping. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and have an A1 day, everyone.